Hello traders, very good morning and welcome to today's live market profile and order flow trade analysis by Tradeducation. We are at episode 231, and before I share today's analysis, just like to go through a quick disclaimer that trading involves substantial risk and is not suitable for all investors. Also, the information which I'm sharing is for educational purposes only and cannot be used for any trade related activity. Okay. So with that, let me just quickly share my screen and let's see if there are any potential option development paths or any hypos, which I can share today from the intraday trade perspective. Okay. So first of all, so we have started the January series today. I don't know why I'm getting volumes, but these volumes are of 31st of December. So there is some error, but this particular auction is of 31st of December and about 45 million shares were traded. Okay, so 45 million shares traded, which are pretty okayish compared to the last 2 days. Okay, so what has happened is we're just one time trading higher. Okay, none of the lows since I think 21st of December. 2, 3, 4. We had one gap. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So while this type of auction development is happening, what's the other way around? What is happening is these are the areas of stop losses, which will act as the level of support. Okay. So one of the things which I wanted to share, one data point which I wanted to share. Okay. So today I don't know where the auction will be opening. But I'm expecting to open around the highs because if I look at it, we don't have an excess around the high, but we have a good excess around the lows. So we might be seeing some continuation from the buyers is the expected outcome. Okay. Secondly, we have got couple of intra-bar halfback references. So this one got cleared and where exactly buyers came in. So around, I don't know, around very whole numbers is where buyers and sellers are coming in. So the entire auction development since last couple of days, it's mainly by retail traders. I'm not seeing any good participation from the heavyweights or from the strong, I would say, investors or big players. These are all small players which are currently playing along. Okay. So moving on. So let me just add the data points of the entire auction from the volume profile. Okay. So now this is one of the balance. This is one of the balance. And just a second. So this is the balance low. This is the balance high. We have got some cluster around here, some volume cluster around here. So this is one of the reference areas and one of the cluster around the lows. So this is one of the reference areas. And majority, I would say 70% of the trade happened within this range. Okay. So value area high, value area low, VPOC. So these are the references which I'll be carrying forward. And currently decently pretty looks that the buyers are in control and the expected output is they should take the auction higher. Okay. So that's what overall I'm seeing, and if you draw a trend line, we might see some rejection, some support coming in around here, and that is also very whole number, 14,000. Okay, so a lot of nuances, a lot of development, a lot of psychological references, everything is getting developed all at once, and I think these are one of the exciting times to learn the market, how the auction is getting developed, and identify the trade locations. Okay. More or less, nothing much. The delta is still positive. So let me just jump to the market profile chart. And what we have is the day type which happened is sort of a P shape. We have got some poor highs. We have got halfback. we don't have a good excess, and I think this high, is it secure? No, this is a poor high. So odds are higher that we will be taking the clearing the high. Secondly, one of the references, so we have this HVN. Okay, so a good exciting day today. Uh, this was the HVN. Yeah, so this HVN is I'm talking of, this particular thing. Okay, so pretty exciting day. So let me just add the pre-open market session, and let's see how the auction is getting developed. Okay, so 85 points up. Okay, so I would say a sort of a gap up opening is happening. Okay, so this is what happened last Friday. Uh, Sorry, this is the pre-open market chart. Sorry, my apologies. So it opened flat, and then it opened with I don't know about 85 points now. Okay, so now some of the hypothesis which I'm having is so one of the references the high, other references is the HVN. The third reference is this single print zone where a major spike is seen. Okay. So what I'm expecting is the auction to open around the highs. First auction path is to see continuation. Okay. Second auction development path is to see some sideways development, and let's see whether the particular gap is intact or not. Okay. So this is the second auction development path. Third is it opens, it tries to hit the stops, and then it just comes within the yesterday's range and yesterday's value. So this means that the value which created earlier, it's not getting accepted. The lower value of the fair price is getting accepted. Okay. So these are the three hypos, and fourth can be we are just trading, or we are just creating one more balance around the highs. Okay, so this is the fourth auction development path which I'm looking at. There are certain anomalies, one, two, three, then there are four, a lot of anomalies, and a very exciting day today. First, yeah. Secondly, I forgot to wish you happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to the new year. So I think coronavirus 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. I don't know how many coronavirus will be coming in, but I think the worst is gone. The good things, the better things are going to come back now. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to share, and current time is 9:13, 30 seconds. So in 1.5 minutes the market will open. Uh, Also today being Monday, I'll be keeping the session a bit short. I got meetings from 9:30 onwards, so I'll be finishing the auction or the session today around 9:25, 5ish, and then let's see what happens. Okay. So in the meantime, guys, if you have got any comments, you feel free to use the chat window, or else So yeah, a minute left. So let's see which way the auction develops. So the buying which came in, it didn't sustain. So yeah, but a good gap up means, if the auction opens with a gap up, then those who sold, in this zone, they will be trapped, and we'll be seeing a good tempo. Okay, so yeah, 20 seconds left. So let's see which way the auction develops, and yeah, and based on that, we'll take the trades or identify the trades. Sorry, not take the trades. Yeah, so no comments. That's fine. So the auction opened with a massive Stop hunting, man. So let me delete all this. So option opened with a massive gap up. It immediately came around the highs and then it immediately shifting higher. Okay, so not a good sign. Currently the low is weaker, and if I look at the order flow, both the highs and lows, there are unfinished auctions. 1800 contracts traded. We are still seeing orders coming in. Delta is positive. Okay, so some sort of rotational day is seen right from the market opens. Just take this HVN. So this is one HVN. So look at this sentiment, guys. Basically, it was stops. So basically, there were stop loss orders. Stops got hit. And the option is just trading in a bigger range. And this is a massive range right from the market open. 95 points. Just jump to the order flow chart. 3400, 3500. Where the auction is getting developed, say around the VWAP. Okay, so that's what I meant by rotational day. Auction is getting developed just around VWAP. There is no clarity yet. About 2 million contracts. I would say not 2 million. Yeah, 2,89,000 volumes are being seen. So right now a good fight is going on. So at VWAP is where sellers are stepping in. So let me just clear this drawing. So currently there is no clarity. So no trade locations for the moment. It is getting rejected around VWAP. It's getting rejected around the developing point of control. Auction is just halted. Volumes are slowly increasing. About 4,800 contracts traded. We are still a minute left. So I'm expecting push to the higher side. So let's see whether that happens. And see some sort of rejection around this level. So both the high and lows, they're unsecure. There are unfinished auctions. Overall delta is positive. So delta is positive. I'm expecting higher value and see some sort of rejection around this 142 level. It's about 20 points away. Okay, so why is my CPU usage so high? I need to do something. Okay, so the first 5-minute auction is closed. 5,500 contracts have been traded. So expecting continuation to the higher side. So let's see whether that happens. So good follow through is seen, expecting continuation. Okay. So let me see if there are any comments. Yeah, no comments. So I said 142. Let's see whether that is achievable or not. Okay, so reaching that level 142, 136. I'm expecting continuation to the higher side. Let me just see. Okay, this I'll do it later. So the prices are increasing, but delta is going nowhere. So not a good sign. Some signs of caution. POC is shifting higher. Let me just see here what's happening. Yeah, it's out of the range. So just note that this low is weaker because it's exactly around the reference line. That is the low of today is equal to high of yesterday, so not a good sign. The buying which came in is also not good. So expect it to be, crossed. I'm just taking some notes. So I'm just slowly waiting. So some sort of pullback came in at VWAP. Again, I'm expecting buyers to continue towards higher. So some sort of selling is coming in. Okay, so now choppiness action will be seen. A slow trend is getting developed. I'm expecting some sort of pullback activity, buyers to step in, see how good the sellers are stepping in. Okay, So the auction closed above VWAP. I'm expecting buyers to now continue higher. So let's see whether that happens or not, and expecting some sort of reversal around 142 level. So that's one of the target which I'm able to spot. Okay. So with that, I'm ending this session, and let's catch up again tomorrow and observe how the auction is getting developed. Okay. So observe, and then identify the trade location. If the option is getting developed as per your understanding, then only take the trades, or else just stay away from it. Okay.